I'm doing my family health series all this week. I know a bunch of you have been following me, asking me questions. And one of the questions that came up this week from my patients and from you guys that are following me have been, what do I do about my kid's smartphone, their tablet, their computer? I don't know if your kids are like mine, but I'm catching my kids a lot of times doing this kind of thing, where they're slouched and they're looking forward and their head is scrunched forward like this all the time. Anybody having that experience? If you're having that experience, say yes in the chat box, because I know from talking to fellow parents, this is a serious problem that we're all dealing with. So, just like I said on Monday, the first thing you have to do is you have to model it for them. So, if you don't want your kids doing this, then you don't do that. You're going to stand up and you're going to look at your texting in your phone like this. When you're sitting with them, and if you don't want them slouching like this, then you sit upright. Remember that your kids do what you do. If you're struggling to get your kids to do health, they don't do what you say, they do what you do. So start to model that. So then you can model this and start to show that you're going to be one of those people that holds their phone up and doesn't have their head down all the time. Okay? So the first thing my number one health tip for all parents, if you want your kids to do something, you do it first. Okay, second thing, here's the problem with this text neck, forward head syndrome. I just heard it called digital dementia. The biggest problem we have is that your neck curve should look like this. So what's happening as our kids are walking around on their tablets all day long is that their neck curve is looking something like this. And these are growing bodies. So if your toddler's doing it, your middle schooler, your teen, it's a little bit less. I mean, their bodies has formed at that point, but the more we're in this chronic position, the more you are going to train their spine to be like this. Now, I am a chiropractor. I have been x-raying families for 20 years, and I will tell you that 20 years ago, we never saw a spine like this, never. And now, I'm not only seeing it in adults, I'm seeing it in kids where this neck is in a reverse curve. We're starting to see it in the low back as well. And we're getting kids in here that have digestive problems, that are having trouble thinking, that are having asthma, allergies. And what we're seeing is that there's no curves, there's no structure to the spine. So if you are not familiar with your spine's number one job in life is to protect your spinal cord and your nervous system. So if the spine is damaged, the nervous system will be damaged. If the nervous system is damaged, the brain goes into strain and into stress, and then the cortisol levels go up, and dopamine goes down, and serotonin goes down. You've got a massive crisis in the body. It seems like a huge reaction for something that seems small. It's not small. So we want you to help your child have a proper curve in the neck. So you do that by lovingly, this is one of my top things, is just lovingly say, hey, go ahead, lift your head up. Make sure you're not, I say to my kids all the time, like, your head's really far down. Can you lift your phone up? Hey, could you just lift your phone up? Now you're going to have to explain to them why, because once they understand something, it's usually easier to get them to follow through with it. But you want to talk about this neck curve. Now, if you're seeing a chiropractor, have your chiropractor do it. Have your chiropractor educate them. That's what we're here for, is to educate your kids, and then you get to just follow through with it at home. If you haven't had an x-ray of the curve in their neck, go x-ray it. Have it x-rayed so you know if your kid's got a curve. I can't tell you how many parents have brought kids into our office that are concerned about their posture, and then we x-ray them and the kid sees it right there. It's right there. In fact, some of my patients are listening now. You guys let me know how impactful that was to have that x-ray. So you're going to model it. Then you're going to lovingly remind them that just to lift their chin. You're going to teach them why they need to have a cervical curve. Go show them a picture. Look it up online. And then you're going to, if you need more assistance, you're going to go see a chiropractor and have a chiropractor take a look at this for you so that you know. Okay? That's how simple it can be to untrain them from this chronic position. Now, one of my biggest concerns, and you can do you can do this on your own, is just stand in a normal, proper posture and take a deep breath and then exhale. And you'll see that when your shoulders are back and your head's back, you can really get a deep breath in where you take a breath in, you let it out, feels great. Now, do the opposite. Curl your shoulders forward, bring your head down, take a breath in, and feel how restricted that is. Do that on yourself and then have your kids do it. When they can embody it, when they can see it, it'll help them realize that every time they're on that phone, they're restricting oxygen in from their lungs up to the brain. So that's my advice on the smartphone. The question I asked at the top of this Facebook Live was, is it destroying your kids' health? And my answer is absolutely. Is it going to be corrected overnight? No. So go see your chiropractor. Don't wait for pain to show up, because if you wait that long, usually it's been there too long. Get an x-ray on that sucker, know what's going on, and then create a strategy and a plan around it, and lovingly. I'm not giving you more ammunition to hound your children. Please lovingly explain to them, teach them, show them why they need to have that neck up. Do this one with them. Everybody can feel that. So do that one exercise with them and they'll see it. So let me know. We have a ton of parents following me and listening to these Facebook Lives. I'd love to know the strategies you've used to help your kids get over the smartphone. If you know what your kid's cervical curve looks like, put it in the comment section. I want to start a movement of people who know what this darn cervical curve looks like. So you guys are awesome. So appreciate all of you sharing my posts and liking them and commenting. I love the feedback. It's been a joy for me to deliver the information to you, as much as I know many of you are enjoying the information I'm giving. So you're awesome. Appreciate it and have a great day.